Hello YouTube, welcome yet to another video. This is the Ugandan Dream. So guys, you're welcome. I have a very exciting video today, guys. I'm here at Linzabu's place and she's going to be giving us a tour of her beautiful garden. She's going to be telling us everything that she does here. She's a young lady, very inspirational, you know. What I like about her is what she has managed to achieve in her life at the moment, ever since she came back from abroad. So she has a very great story. I think you guys saw it from UG Connect's channel. But today I'm here to do a follow-up and see what's up with life. How is she managing, and let us get some tips, or let us try to learn something from her today. So guys, you're welcome. Let's take it away. So Lynn, you're welcome to the channel.
Yay!
Welcome, Lynn.
Thank you.
It's been a while.
I know.
Wow.
What were you doing? Why were you hiding?
Wow.
I be passing on your channel for content. There is no why.
Yes.
You're busy.
I haven't been busy, but I had some health issues.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. But I'm getting better.
May the Lord intervene.
Amen and amen.
Yes.
So it's been a while. You know, of all the Ugandans who have been working in the diaspora,
Yes.
you're one of the people that I know that is resilient. You know, you've managed to do a lot in your own capabilities.
Yes.
You know, so I'm here to just take a tour around, you know, get to learn something, one or two from you today.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, viewers of the Ugandan Dream.
Yes.
Hi. Nice to meet you guys. And I'm so happy that your guy is here to catch up.
Yes.
You know, when you've been in the diaspora and you meet people who have been there and you want to see what life is like, because let me tell you, the struggle is real.
Struggle is real here in Uganda.
Yes, the struggle is real.
Yes.
Because when you come back, you don't fit in the society. Kati, some people might say wekoza, some people, but when you come back, business is different. I commend people who do business in Uganda and you're actually succeeding.
Naye bakikola batya?
Mukikola mutya? Banange ng'olinayo business there, please invite me and you tell me how you do it, because or invite the Ugandan Dream so that you can
Invite
cover
me?
your story.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we are here in Uganda. Me personally, I've been here almost 3 years now. How many years have you been here? Ever since you came? Same. So how is it?
Well, as I give you a little bit of tour and
Yes.
I tell you how it is.
Yes.
Right now, I'm trying to come up with a kitchen garden, what you might call a
kitchen garden.
A kitchen garden. And I'm starting with, these are my cauliflowers. You can see they are newly transplanted from my small nursery bed.
Okay.
Like all these are cauliflowers because I love them. So the first thing when I got back, I realized I was missing a lot of our local food, because there everything seems exotic. You
Yes.
find a cauliflower that is bigger than your head and you're like, how did these guys do it? So we realize we've been eating lots of foods with chemicals, and when you
Yes.
come back, when your body is sick, when you're going through things, and you need
Yes.
to adjust back.
Yes.
So I decided to do a bit
Cauliflower.
of cauliflower.
In our local language, what's the name?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'll be lying. And I'm trying to plant a little bit of trees. I have just stuff.
So this is a mango tree. Mango.
Tree.
And this one?
This is chitafe, soursop.
Okay, soursop. Okay.
Yes.
I hear it's good for people who
Cancer.
have cancer.
Yes, that's
okay.
what I hear.
Okay.
But I just love the way it smells. That's why I got it.
Okay.
And around here, I do have tomatoes.
You have tomatoes here.
That are really coming
They're
up
healthy.
fine. Yeah, but I don't know why this thing keeps water. I need to do something
Does
about
it have
that.
holes down?
Yes, it does, but I think I need to change the soil. Yeah. Guys, that one is not nice. You can even see the way it's growing. It's not growing on the same speed as these.
So it's better to use plastic bags.
Yes,
like
because you can easily put even this one, but I think I need to add more holes so that the water can, get out. And then
So are these going to be for commercial use? You're going to sell commercial?
This is an experiment.
Okay.
I'm trying to do an experiment at home to see, can I really grow tomatoes? How long do they take to grow? You know, when you're watching things online,
yes,
they're not the same as when you put your hands to it. So I'm trying to grow all these things to make sure that if by any chance I get my hands, like all this whole the holes will be full of foods the next time you come.
You want to utilize all the space you have.
So around here I have some biringanya,
eggplant in English.
It's called aubergine scientifically. So there's just so much here.
Many here.
Yeah. So I don't need to go and on the coasts in Kampala. People who are surviving in Kampala, you people deserve a special place in heaven. Because
so you're self-sufficient in your space here.
I'm trying to be. So these are carrots.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, this is how carrots look
carrots, like. And then I have green pepper. So I should be able to transplant this later.
So this is your nursery bed.
Yes, this is like a small nursery bed. So people who are there and they're like, we don't have space.
Hey.
You are lying. You have space.
You have space. This thing is very big.
This is space. And all those tomatoes you see, this was a nursery bed. Yes, this was the nursery bed. So I put in one thing, remove, put another, remove.
You're a professional.
No, I'm not a professional. I think I had a lot of time on my hands and I was looking for something to do with my time.
Okay.
And I was like, let me...
Wow, this is nice.
And I also love looking at green things in my land, since I bought land that was very...
Big?
No, not big, but very blank. Like there was nothing.
Open space.
Yes, it was just an open space, and I'm like, I need to come up with something.
Okay.
Yes. So basically,
but your space is very enough. Spacious.
I want you to come back next time when the whole place is full of pots.
Wow. You remind me of a lady we went with UG Connect. She has the record to have the smallest garden in the whole world.
Really?
Here in Uganda. Really? She grows everything.
Why is she? I need to see. I need to visit her so I can learn from her.
That interview. UG has that interview.
I need to learn from her in person.
Yeah. You learn a lot.
Yes.
Wow.
So over here,
yes,
I do have a very small poultry farm.
Look at this, guys.
It's very small, but it keeps my brain busy. You see, when you come back from the diaspora, depression will hit you really hard.
Yes.
And so I needed to come up with something that keeps my mental health in check. You know, us Africans can't afford therapy.
Yes.
So you need something that you love. And I love giving life, whether to plants or to birds or to dogs or to... I just love seeing myself serving something that is growing.
Yes.
And then I have a few birds here.
Wow.
That I get my eggs from. So I don't need to buy eggs.
Wow. So how many birds do you have here?
These are like 30,
how many? Wow.
38 or something. Because we have a few that
are laying
in here. Yeah. Just
okay.
Just
the hiding.
Laying.
Okay. Wow. So for how long have you been having these ones here?
This is like the 8th month.
8th month. Wow.
Yes.
And you already have...
I brought in 100 birds.
Okay.
But because I lacked experience, I only had experience you get from YouTube.
Yes.
Or experience you get from food. You know, the experience you gather on social media. So
true.
I just first got the 100 birds to get my... I believe in hands-on. So I got 100 birds. And I lost some of them. Wow. Of course. And then I know now what I'll do not to lose more.
More birds.
Yes.
You immunize them.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And then I sold some of them. Of course, I sell some.
During festive season,
Yes, festive
Easter,
season, yes.
Eid.
But because I am new in this space, not many people know that I do this. So the market is still a bit tricky.
Okay.
And that is something that most young farmers are likely to face. You know, the market is going to be a bit rocky, but you hang in there.
So the festive season during December, should we expect some birds here to be sold?
Of course. I'm going to hatch my eggs. I have a few trays of eggs that I want to take to the hatchery. Maybe by December we shall have
Some birds. So this is where they feed.
Yes, this is the feeder. You have to put it up. You put the feeder up like this, so that they like, they like doing this. How do you call that in English?
Or scratching.
Yes, scratching.
Or digging.
Oh, so if you don't put it up like this, they'll put all
They put all this
this. Yes, the coffee husks
inside.
in the feeders.
Okay.
And yet, you know, they'll get sick.
Yes. And the ladder? What's the use for?
Is so that they can sleep. Hens don't like sleeping.
Okay. Yeah.
Down.
One is running away.
Let me get it.
And they follow each other.
They like following each other. Yeah, so I have two feeders here.
Okay.
Because 1, 2, and you put it high. So this one is for the roosters. Because they are taller.
Okay, that's why it's higher.
It's higher.
So about the quantity, how much food in terms of quantity do they consume a day?
To be honest, I've
Yes.
never taken time. But I
Okay.
think it's about 2 kilograms.
2
Then
kilograms.
sometimes I put in banana peelings or banana cuttings. I get some banana peelings and then I cut them into very small particles.
Then put
I
them there.
add, and that's the way I save on food.
Oh, you mix with
Yeah,
this.
I just get the banana peelings, cut them, and then put here and mix.
Okay.
Yeah, that way the money that I spend on food is going to be less.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. So the banana peels, you just go to the neighbors
Yes.
and pick for free.
Yeah, God blessed me with very good neighbors.
Yes.
And so I go and collect their banana peelings and I bring them here. And it is also like a therapy kind of
Yes. Keeps
because,
you
yes,
like
mental health is very important.
yes.
Yes.
Keeps you busy. Wow. We see here you have a huge
Rooster.
rooster. Oh my God.
That one is an exotic one. That one is not local.
Very big. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. But I've had it for the longest and it has been fertilizing. You see, let me show you. Let me show you the big chicken. The
Look at
biggest
that,
chicken
guys.
I have.
That rooster. Very
Going
huge.
open. You see the other huge hen?
Yes.
That one.
The brown whitish one.
Eh,
Okay.
It's the product of that big one.
Very big.
Yes.
Very huge.
But also that small one you see
Hey.
is also a result of this one.
So at times it can produce
Yes.
small ones.
Yeah. And then here
Wow.
we do have a very small house. And I'm keeping this local one. This one is the mother of all these ones.
This one, eh?
Is the mother of these young
Wow.
ones. And what she does, she gets on the eggs, hashes them. When she comes out, after like 1 month, she's already laying because there is a rooster that disturbs her.
Keeps her busy. So you have production.
Yes, I'm
Always.
trying. I am trying to find ways to minimize on my expenditures.
That's a big rooster. Very huge.
It was fighting yesterday, that's why you see blood.
Okay. So it was fighting with some here.
Yes.
Okay.
So Sometimes I let them out so they can get the sun.
Okay. Wow, guys, this is so informative. I'm learning a lot. So let's continue.
We
We have-
do have a little bit of a garden.
Yes.
And this small garden, I put in whatever I feel like. Depending
Okay.
on when the season comes, I can put beans or guineas. It's not for commercial, it's for my own use. Yes. And that's why I'm trying to put food or things in the sacks, because then I can have a better
Self-sufficiency.
yes, a better. So I get some matoke from here sometimes.
Wow.
And everything you see here was not here 3 years ago. Everything is just.
So this is plantain?
No, that is chivuvu. I don't know what
Chivuvu.
is
Okay.
in. But I planted this one specifically because I wanted the ndagala. The banana leaves.
They're good, eh? They're the ones they use for luombo?
For cooking, yes.
Ah, okay.
So
I didn't know that.
So I was like, in case I need to do luombo or to do steamed food, I don't want to go and look for banana leaves because nowadays they are very expensive.
You just cut
So I
here.
just cut from here.
Wow.
Yes.
So you're in your own space, self-sufficient. You have the sauce, you have the food.
Yeah. And I
Wow,
love sugarcane.
amazing.
And if you want lemongrass,
You have lemongrass here.
big one.
Good for tea.
Yes.
You have some maize. Wow, amazing. And what's this plant here?
Which one?
This one.
That is taba. They say taba is good for snakes.
Tobacco.
Yes.
Okay.
That is tobacco, and they say tobacco is good
Wow.
for chasing snakes.
Yeah, that's what I
Snake
heard.
repellent. I don't know how true that is, guys.
I've
But-
seen a snake in tobacco before.
Really? And it was not dead.
It's alive. It was alive.
But I will cut it down.
Maybe it works. Never know. Maybe I saw something else. Eh?
I don't know.
Wow.
I planted this tree to give me a bit of shade.
Wow.
But I can tell it's going to be a big tree, and I'm
This is a huge
regretting
one.
my choice. I think I should have put a mango tree, something to give me fruits.
Something you're going to eat and enjoy. But it's going to create this privacy that you want here. Yes, yes.
So
Wow.
here, I do have a bit. This is what is this?
Lettuce,
This is lettuce, and I do have
strawberry.
strawberries
Wow.
and other flowers, and I have
That's rosemary.
rosemary, and I've been growing cucumbers, but you've come when they're over.
Wow. Cucumber.
You've come when they're over now.
You have everything
I've
here.
been eating many of them. You see they're there still.
This one is still growing. Small one.
Uh-huh.
You have eggplant. What I've noticed with eggplants, they get sick a lot. Why is it like that?
Because these ones, I did not grow them from seedlings. I
Okay.
bought them from those people in tins. And I think by the time I bought them, they were already exhausted.
Infected.
Yes.
Okay.
So these are all the
Sugar
plants I
cane.
have. I'm trying to grow medicine. Medicine for my
Ah.
birds.
Lynn, are you sure this is not your medicine?
Medicine for the birds. You guys who are doing poultry, you know this.
Eh?
They even package it as poultry care. You know. Yes.
Let me hope you're not using this.
I cannot use that.
Okay.
And then I have
Wow.
climbing
You know,
plants.
here in Uganda, there's a what they call chai wenjai. You know?
And then this is my simple home.
Wow. So this is Lynn's simple house. It's a storied building. And this is a humble home. Wow.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. So, Lynn,
Yes.
congratulations. Yes.
You are here about 6 months or so ago.
Yes.
But you are here with you.
With UG Connect,
Yes.
and the changes in this house are mind blowing. You know, last time we came, we didn't have this metallic
Extension.
extension over here,
We're just dreaming about it and
Yes.
talking about it.
I see you have created here your living room.
Yes.
This is your living room right here.
Yes.
This is your entertainment center. Wow. Wow.
And yeah, it's just a simple
This
home.
is really nice. This is good. So Lynn, can you please tell us? We have our friends who are in the diaspora right now. Let's say both ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
People are making some money and they want to own a house like this someday. What's your advice?
I would say first save and buy land.
Okay.
In a place that you really like. And don't struggle to buy in town. Because the money that I used to buy here, if I went maybe 1 hour out of Kampala,
Yes.
or 2 hours out of Kampala, and I've gotten acres of land.
Yes.
But because in town, everyone wants to get a house in town. But imagine now, how many things would I be doing on the other land?
The bigger land.
Yes. So when you get money to buy land, please go and buy far from the city. Of course, people have different reasons for why they do, but I would recommend you buying from the village.
Wow.
Yes.
So don't buy in town?
Yes.
Buy in the
because
village.
when you buy, I know that when you buy from town, because truth be told, when you come back from the diaspora, it is going to be hard for you to fit in the job market unless you have your people who are already here and they already have nice organizations, or they already have performing businesses.
Yes.
Yeah. But if you don't, if you're like me, you will need to start up a small, maybe poultry farm or farming, because farming does not lie. It doesn't. And you need to start small. So the best thing you can do really is to just go into the village and buy something and live a simple life and make money on that small plot of land. Yes. But if you want to build, now that you have land,
Yes.
then you decide on which type of house that you want. Me, I decided this one because I've always dreamt of living in a cozy, tiny home. Because I'm not married yet, and I don't have a child, and I thought I can as well do this. But if you're married or if you have children, this may not be your
Can't a couple
typical
stay
home.
here?
A couple can, but
With
when you
a
get
child,
children,
let's say they have like 1 or 2 children.
no, they can't, because I do not have another bedroom.
Okay.
So they will have no privacy.
What if they do an extension?
Maybe
to the
you can
house?
do an extension, but that is in a long run. I can also do an extension.
Yes.
But
You still have space.
yes, but you make sure that you build a house that you can actually manage to finish. Most of them, when they're in the diaspora, especially the Kadamas, and go me slow. I know you guys. I know you. You'll be like, please hear me out. Hear me out as to why I'm saying this. It's because when they get 3 million or 5 million, they assume that's a lot of money. And they start a huge,
Humongous house.
a huge
3-bedroom, 4-bedroom.
bedroom. But honestly, start with 1 room, and you know you're going to finish this room, and then you're going to continue adding on slowly
by
so that
slowly.
you don't get stressed, because you'll have stress of a job, have stress of your family, have stress of children, and have stress of the house.
Wow. Now, you see, most guys who are in the diaspora right now in Saudi, Dubai, those people have been struggling here. They've been in rentals all their life. And when someone goes there abroad, they want to make a statement that I've made it in life.
But that's where you go wrong. Every time you want to make a statement, you're not making any statement. If you want to prove something, you'll never prove anything. So what you have to do is know you. Know yourself, know your goals, know your capabilities. And let me give you an example. When I went there, the first time I failed to get a job and I became suicidal.
Wow.
Why? Because I didn't want to return home and people
Judge.
would laugh at me or judge me. And even my own mother judged me when I made the decision to finally return. But then I first asked myself, who sent me there? When I was there, who checked on me? Who said, Lynn, you don't have food, let me give you food? Nobody, right?
Yeah.
Who loses when I lose? Nobody. Who wins when I win?
It's you.
It's me, maybe a few people. And then I'm always praying to God, how will I see the goodness of God? How will I see and know and testify that God does or God did if I give up? Yeah? So it became a question of me and my God. And ever since that day, you cannot shame me, shameless.
Wow. So, so the decision comes down to you.
Yeah, the decision comes down to you. And you people, when you get there, and then you're the ones helping, holding the entire clan on your head.
Yes.
It is very
You
wrong.
pay school fees.
You pay school fees
rent
for so
people.
they guilty trip you into that. We did that. But the day I said, even if my mom calls me, unless she's sick in the hospital. But how was she surviving before I got this job? How? Yeah, the only thing I stayed helping her with was tuition for my brothers. But I made sure that I pay half.
Yeah.
Like, let's say if it was 600, I pay 300, she pays 300. Not all of it.
You don't take the whole baggage.
Yes. I learned that a bit late, but I hope you do learn it early. And people in Uganda don't know when to stop taking. They will take and take and take and take and take and take and then laugh and then laugh at you for failing.
Wow. So I think that's a general problem. We are not facing it only here in Uganda. I saw even some players in the Premier League talking about it, you know. So now another question is, we have deals that come. Someone is selling rentals, maybe 2 rooms, 3 rooms. They have a problem. They want that quick cash. Do you advise someone in the diaspora to go in such an investment and purchase such property, apart from buying land far away in the village that where they can do farming? Do you see that as a venture?
Well, there are two sides to the coin. If you trust whoever is selling and you know that what they are selling is theirs,
It's genuine.
buy it. It's worth it. But if you're not sure, if you're a first-time property buyer, please don't buy it.
Okay.
Because you'll cry.
You'll buy
because
air.
you'll buy air, and then there are some people like our relatives, our family. You see, but the problem here, I was too smart with my money. Nobody saw my money.
No relatives.
No, because
no family member.
No, because by the time I left Uganda, I already had a bank account.
Okay.
So every time I got my money, I would send it direct to my bank account.
Wow.
That way I can't use it, no relative can use it. And when I got here, immediately I told my dad, I want land that ranges from 10 million. And then he was like, oh, okay. Within a few days, I already had it. Wow. But it was more expensive than the money that I told him. I told him less. Don't ever tell them the actual.
Amount.
Yeah, if you're looking for land of 5 million, tell them you're looking for land of 3.5. Because when you tell them you're looking for land of 10 million, they will look for one that is of 20. You get so.
And they get more money.
So always
they know your pocket.
Oh yeah, keep it on the low. Keep it on the low. Okay. You get. But the problem with macadamias, they get excited. Once they get one kakade. Oh!
That money changes your life.
Speaking from experience, by the way.
Wow.
You feel like you've got it all. So if you have a relative that you can truly trust and avoid buying relative properties, avoid those kinds of things because somehow you'll always pay for it twice.
Wow. So, what other question do we have for you?
I don't know. Our subscribers can tell us what other questions they have, because I also have
another question is your house. We see you have a tall ceiling. Okay, your design here is so unique. Like, how did you get this concept? Were you just, did you see it on the street? How did you get this concept that you want to be different from any other person that has built a house here in Uganda?
I know I have a very funny mind. My mind is always busy. My mind is more prettier than my face. Men are going to say we are not looking.
They can't see the beauty of the mind.
Yeah, no, they cannot see the beauty of the mind. But let me tell you, the thing is, my brain is always busy, and I like being unique. Not because I feel like I'm better than everyone, not because I feel superior or whatever, but I like to have something that feels that it belongs to me.
Yes.
Like something, even if, let's give an example of songs. We have very many songs in Uganda that are really nice. But once it becomes too much, when everybody's liking it, I dislike it. I totally dislike it. So I realized in Uganda we don't change. The way we build is the same. Start nengamba naye nganze natambulako nalabako obuntu obulungi. And I know the same money that I would need to build this place is the same money. So you just need to find good architectures. So I was watching a lot of YouTubes and a lot of Pinterest. You know, I don't get keep, so I'll tell you, if you want something like this, go to Pinterest and also go to YouTube. So you will not find exactly something like this, but this is where I drew the inspiration from.
Where you got that?
Yes.
The twists and turns
I was
of
like,
the house.
oh, okay, that can happen. But initially when they were starting the house, I thought it was going to be just one gigantic room for me to keep my things and go hustle again in the diaspora. But then I realized if you can find a way of surviving here, you don't need to go back there.
What were the reactions of the builders when they are building their house?
They still don't get it. Up to now, they're like, now it is clear. But I'll share with you a picture so that you can pin it on the video. The first picture, when they came, they were like, what? Why are you wasting money? This is wastage of money. And now the same people who come in are like, oh. My father is...
They see the picture.
Yes, now they see the picture. My father is very good with plots and land, and I told him one time, my dad, I want to sell my plot so I can go and buy in the village. He was like, they will give you little money because they don't understand the concept of your house. But me, who know what I know, I'm sure there's somebody out there who knows what I know and would kill for this. So definitely. So I was like, Daddy, you don't know what you're saying. Yes.
He knew the point.
No, he didn't. I started building. I actually didn't tell nobody. Yes. When I started building, I did not tell anybody. If I knew that I could buy land without telling anybody, I would still do it. But because I didn't know people, my father was the only go-to person. But I still didn't give him cash. I told him to show me. Then I came and paid.
You here. So that's good, by the way. That's a good thing of having a good dad. You know. So what I like most about your house is the tall ceiling.
Really?
Very tall. I think in the future.
Come back when there's a huge
wow, that's what I was
not a
going to
huge,
say.
but good one that matches the aesthetics.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're going to put a little small dining there.
Yes.
I know you can't see it, but it is there.
Here in the corner or here?
You see where there is let me show you. This one here?
Yes.
You know what I want to do? I'm going to get a wood. See, like this table, the way it's breaking.
Okay.
Just turn it like that.
Okay.
So I'll put it here, so I can have a bit.
Just pull it up.
Pull it up.
Then you sit.
It back.
Wow.
That's what I'm planning.
Man, bino bya kizungu nnyo. Bino bya kizungu. Most of you guys, I don't know. Let's go out of our comfort zone.
Yes.
Let's create things that are different. When you're doing construction, people are going to tell you, ebyokola tebiriyo. Ebyo mu Uganda tebikola.
Yes, I was telling them I want a sliding door. And they're like, don't know what, and I was like, I said,
I want a sliding door.
I want a sliding door. I want it. So I go on Pinterest, I get the ideas. I'm like, you see, I want something like this.
Wow.
Because if other people can do it, you can do it.
Even us, we can
Yes,
do it.
and also when you're building, stick to your plan, stick to your goal. But I find that twagala nnyo tegerera abantu, and I hate that. Twagala nnyo tegerera abantu, and it's not nice.
Oli mugaga akuyisa ina ssente ze
akugamba njagala ate for you are like naye boss advice is not bad but you forcing the advice is bad
nekiba too much guy nagamba wano
and especially when you're a woman bakulabira ddala nga you don't have sense, you don't understand. So this house costed me more money than it should have because of such.
They were making errors.
They were
by force.
Yeah, even this extension is an error.
So the house was supposed to extend all the way this side.
Supposed to
the
extend
slab.
all the way here. The slab was supposed to extend all the way there. Then I put the glasses. But then because it was like that, even my bed couldn't fit.
Wow.
I had to figure out other ways, and hence this. So it became a nice design.
This is perfect. You have more room there.
Yes, I have my wardrobe here.
Yes.
And I have a bedroom here and a washroom there.
Yes.
And a small store there.
Wow.
So because
it's a full house.
Yes.
Wow. One bedroom house with a kitchen. The last question will be, can you please give our viewers any last advice, or any parting words before we end our video?
I'm not usually the type to give advice, but in case somebody needs it, you're not the only one going through shit. You're not the only one going through shit. You're not the only one going through life. Everybody's dealing with something. And you have to understand that as much as you need people to be there for you, you have to be there for people. And even if you're there for people and they're not there for you, because
that's possible.
Just because the lion doesn't eat grass doesn't mean it will not destroy it. You're still playing it. You get?
Yes.
So it's the same with us people. And when you're doing something, put God at the center of it. When they say put God at the center of it, they're not saying pray and go back to sleep and expect God to work. They're saying put your faith in what you're doing so that God can bless it.
Wow.
Yeah? Giving up should never be an option. If you give up on something, try something else. You give up on something, try something else. Because the more time you spend pitying yourself, the more time you spend
down
achieving nothing.
Yes. Wow. You're talking to a young lady who is a kadama right now in Saudi.
Yes.
In Dubai, we have those ones who even ran away from their bosses right now. They have no passports.
Yeah.
You know, some are on the streets. We have some guys in the US. You've been there for 20 years, 30 years. You feel like you've failed in Uganda. For you, you see you have nothing. Where you are right now, you're tired. What advice can you give such a person?
Just come home. You see, the reason I left Dubai wasn't because I was tired of the money I was making there. But there is more to life than just money. Money is a very, very important aspect of life. But what is the use of money when you're not okay? So I got an issue with my legs because we were overworking. And I thought to myself, what's the point of me getting to 40 and I can't even stand? Yes, I need money. Yes, it's never going to be easy. The start is usually hard.
You need money always for the rest of your life.
Yes, but make sure you know where to stop. And people save too much. You want to save every penny and you forget to look after yourself.
Your life.
And you forget that you are saving all of it to spend it in a hospital.
Yes.
So,
I know many people who are like that. By the way, many guys who went to Iraq who are working in security, most of them are sick because they were eating genetically modified food. You remember those guys came back when they're huge. So since they didn't keep up with that diet when they came back,
it became a problem. So please make sure you don't give a heck. I was going to use the big word, but don't give a, like, close your eyes and close your ears and focus on you. These other things of banagamba batya bajja kunsekerera, we will laugh at you whether you make it or don't make it. We are humans, we will always find something to laugh about.
They even talk about dead people. What about a living
even God?
Human? Even God.
I mean, you can find someone busy.
True.
So who are you? So if you feel like you're caged somewhere and you have a home to run to,
home sweet home.
Yes, come back, please.
Wow. Yeah. So guys, I've enjoyed this tour. I've learned a lot with your plants outside, the chickens.
Yes.
Most of all, even the house, I'm impressed of the design you have here. But mostly, those encouraging words. I know you've touched me, my heart, because also me, right now, you see, I was moving, looking for answers. I've got my answers now, and I know you guys who are watching also, you've been, some of you had given up, but keep on pushing. Yeah. Keep on pushing.
Don't just give up. Wogezaako ennyaanya ne zigaana ddamu olima cabbage bw'egaana ng'olima, but not to give up. N'okwesaasira gwe. Yeah, you know, I'm a single mother. There are single daddies out there. You know, I'm this. Yes, gwe ate gw'oli single mother naye ate waliwo nze ayina ekirwadde ekinnuma.
Yes,
you get. Nze nno nninza okuba
tajja kusasula awone.
Nze nno nina ekirwadde ekinnuma, but I can take painkillers and it comes down. But there is somebody ayina ekirwadde ng'amanyi that will die anytime.
Nasawa yonna kagwamu.
So just know everybody's dealing with something.
Yes.
And be nice to yourself.
You know, last week I went for a burial. I buried my friend we used to work with in Qatar. He's the one even who took me to Qatar, by the way. He was knocked in the night at 3 a.m. That the sun to lay like a chapizo. We went to school together. Wow. He was my good friend. He's called Molishu. May his soul rest in peace. But he had worked in Qatar for 12 years.
You see? He
had no children here.
You don't have children, you don't have a life.
You know, so me, what I see abroad is like a well. People go with cups, some go with 5-liter jerrycans.
Others go with...
Some go with these tankers, you know. Some go with trucks, you know, to fuel that money.
Yes.
But you'll never get, what I know in the diaspora, you don't get riches from the diaspora.
You can never.
You just make your life comfortable back home.
Yes, make your life comfortable back home. And then, because for me, when I was there, I knew that at one time I would come back home. So nagulanga ebintu mpola mpola. Nengula fridge yange. Nengula washing machine yange. Nengula mpola mpola kubanga nali nkimanyi. Nze sifugwa saagala kunfuga. Nina omutwe omunene, I will come back. Yes.
Eribafuga. Sajja baliikaana bali. Anyway, guys, that's it from me today, the Ugandan Dream, and
Lynn Zabu. Please come to my channel and check me out.
She's a YouTuber. Achuba mujala ba channel ye. Videos ennungi ziri authentic. Si ntegeke nti banayeka abatwale mu fancy places, no. Yasozuukuka wali n'agamba leero katwogere ku kino. There's a video you did one day talking about the diaspora. Wow, it did well. I saw it. Yeah. So check her out as well.
Yes,
so,
please.
Yeah, see you next time. Bye bye. Oh, mukisa. Nze manyi kasendi weevukoka. Okay. Sagala kukwata flat yo bajja gikima. Flat screen yo. You even bought a new TV. I remember you had a smaller one when I came last time. God has been good to you. Take my jigo. You know, you run a nteekayo n'okubeera creative. Embwa si nkambwe zino tezinnuma. How are you? What's your name? Ogukanyuga, eh? Wow. And they're all ladies. Onokupa. Yogera amazi. Akikola atya kweyo size? Egino emirimu gikipinga bize mingi.